Bodybuilding fans, listen closely, because what you are about to hear is not just another update, not just another rivalry breakdown, but a clash of destinies, a battle that feels less like a bodybuilding contest and more like a movie written by the Iron Gods themselves, a story of pain, glory, ambition, and revenge, because in one corner you have Nick Walker, the Mutant, a man carved out of grit and fury, a man whose physique looks less like it was built and more like it was engineered, a competitor who rose faster than anyone could imagine, a mass monster with veins that look like thunderbolts crashing across his body. But more than that, a fighter who has been counted out, torn down by injury, and told he would never rise again, and yet here he is, scarred but not broken, hungrier than ever, eyes burning with the kind of rage only a man with something to prove can have, and in the other corner stands Derek Lunsford, the reigning champion, the king, the man who has carried bodybuilding's heaviest crown on his shoulders, the first ever to move from 212 into the open and not just survive but dominate, the man whose back looks like wings forged by destiny itself, whose waistline makes legends whisper, whose presence on stage commands silence before the storm of applause. And together, these two do not represent just physiques, they represent stories. Because Nick Walker is the comeback, the wounded warrior who refuses to die, the mutant who believes that the crown is his by birthright, and Derek Lunsford is the king, the chosen one, the man who has been tested, challenged, and still stands tall. And when these two clash on the Olympia stage, it is more than a bodybuilding show. It is a war for legacy, because Nick Walker's journey is a testament to resilience, the surgeries, the setbacks, the doubts, the critics, all the people who said Nick is done. But every time the world has doubted Nick, he has come back bigger, harder, angrier, and now he carries not just the weight of his own ambition, but the fire of every underdog who has ever been told you can't, while Derek carries the burden of greatness, the pressure of being number one, the man everyone wants to dethrone, the man who knows that one misstep, one slip, and the crown is gone. And that makes this battle so electrifying because Nick fights like a man with nothing to lose, and Derek fights like a man with everything to protect. And that collision creates chaos, the kind of chaos that makes bodybuilding immortal. And imagine the moment, the lights dim, the music roars. Derek steps out first, calm, composed, a king walking into his arena, every pose a reminder of why he is the champ. Lats spreading like wings, chest exploding with density, quads etched with years of precision, and then Nick Walker walks out, veins raging, shoulders as wide as mountains, arms that look like boulders ready to crush anyone, his face locked in fury, and the audience feels it, that this is not just another lineup. This is lion versus lion, king versus challenger, and every pose they hit together feels like a clash of universes. Derek's aesthetic lines against Nick's granite density, Derek's flow against Nick's raw mutant freak factor, Derek's back like a fortress against Nick's arms like cannons, and the crowd doesn't know who to scream for because both bring what bodybuilding desperately needs: drama, unpredictability, passion, and heart. And deep down, fans know that no matter who wins, this will go down as one of the greatest rivalries of this era. Because Nick Walker embodies the idea that no setback can kill a man with true obsession, and Derek Lunsford embodies the idea that greatness is not given but earned, maintained, and defended. And when they stand side by side, it is a visual metaphor: the comeback versus the crown, the mutant versus the king, the challenger versus the champion. And if you close your eyes and imagine that moment when the announcer calls their name, when they hit that front double biceps, when the stage shakes from the crowd's roar, you realize this is more than bodybuilding. This is a story for the ages, and for the young lifters watching. For the dreamers in gyms across the world, it is proof that bodybuilding is alive, burning, roaring with energy again. And if Nick Walker wins, it will be the story of the comeback of the century, the man who refused to quit, the man who fought back against the darkness. But if Derek wins, it will be the story of a king who defended his throne against the hungriest challenger of his career. And both stories are beautiful. Both stories are legendary. And that is why this rivalry will echo forever. Because bodybuilding is not just about who wins. It is about the fire that makes us watch, the goosebumps that make us scream, the chills that run down our spine when two warriors clash. And Nick Walker versus Derek Lunsford is all of that and more. It is history. It is legacy. It is gladiator combat with iron and sweat. So fans, whether you bleed for the mutant or cheer for the champ, prepare yourself. Because the Olympia stage is about to explode with the energy of 1,000 wars, and whatever happens next will be remembered as the battle of an era. And if you want to live it, feel it, and never miss a moment of it, then don't forget. Subscribe to Muscle Kraze, because this is where legends are told, where warriors live forever, and where bodybuilding becomes eternal.